Today we're in Astoria, Queens, outside of one of the oldest factories in New York City.
Nothing really shows up here looking like a piano.
You see something on TV, you see a Steinway. Hey, that's the best.
Just walking around here, we keep getting lost.
When I clock in, this is where I belong.
There's like something like 250 people working in this factory, and they're all doing these little things by hand.
This is where the pianos come to condition.
Do you play piano?
No.
I'm not a player.
No, I just dance.
I do, yes. Okay, this is a typical Thursday at the Steinway factory. We're in a pretty industrial area of Queens right now, but if you went back in time to 1870 when this factory was first built, this would have been mostly farmland. This neighborhood in Queens is called Steinway after the factory. We're gonna take a look inside and try and get to the bottom of why this factory still exists here in New York City when so much other manufacturing has gone away.
Hello there, I'm Anthony Gilroy, Vice President of Marketing and Communications at Steinway Sons. The journey that we're doing today in about 2 hours, it takes the piano about 11 months to make that journey.
So we're gonna see sheets of wood at the beginning and then a grand piano finished at the end.
Absolutely.
How many pianos are made every year?
Not a huge number. We're making something like 2,500 pianos worldwide, and that's between New York and Hamburg. Maybe 1,200 or so pianos from each factory.
What's happening right behind me right now is the beginning of the rim bending process. So that shape you see on the outside of a grand piano, this is where it starts.
This is something that was invented by the Steinways. Back in the 1870s, you'd have pianos on stage and they would not project enough volume. There was a number of different innovations, but one of them was this single-piece bent rim. We have all these people, 400,000 square feet of space to make about 5 pianos a day. It'll be ready to come off tomorrow, and then it'll be lined up and go in a conditioning room. And this is the rim for a Model D. Well, this is what you see on stage at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center. We probably won't want to spend long in here because it's hot and doesn't smell good. This is where the pianos come to condition. Even though we're only starting and finishing 5 pianos a day, we need to have essentially months of pianos in here because they need to spend time conditioning.
These are from July.
Yeah, so you'll see at this end, these are the older ones. These ones have been in here long enough where we can pull them out and start building pianos with them at any time.
It's like an endless wood shop in here, or a really big Home Depot. Prenta, behind me, has been working here for 52 years. What are you working on right now?
Right now I'm inspecting piano.
Okay, so what is that?
Inspection, make sure everything is fine.
What year did you start working here?
1973. I came for interview and they hired me and I'm enjoying it every day. It's not that I'm working, I'm enjoying it. I'm having like a fun.
Thank you for talking to us. Great to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Before going through the rest of the factory, we thought it'd be helpful for Anthony to explain how a piano actually works.
Every key that you hit is moving what we call the action. 88 keys times over 50 parts per key. So you've got thousands of pieces moving in there. When it hits those strings, it creates the vibration. The vibration transmits through this, which is called the bridge, into the soundboard. That soundboard vibrates, and that's essentially the speaker of the instrument. So this is Alaskan Sitka spruce. And this is the wood that our soundboard is made of. It's the most expensive wood in the piano. Very important is the number of grains that are in it. It comes from a specific island off the coast of Alaska. These are mountainous islands. So these are the trees primarily on the north-facing side of the mountain, and their growing season is very short.
It's so fascinating.
It's the precision. So is that thing the soundboard?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Well, basically we sand it out and smooth it up.
So your job is to just make the soundboards work across the board.
And get it beautiful.
What was your name?
Jagdesh Suku.
How many years have you worked here?
Maybe 38,
38.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been building pianos in this space almost continuously for a century and a half. And this was a piano made specifically for the branches of the military. We have letters from World War II, you know, war is hell, it's been terrible. However, last night we all gathered around this piano, and with the music we felt like we were home again.
It felt wrong to do this whole story about Steinway and not go somewhere where Steinway pianos are actually used, like Lincoln Center. Right over there is David Geffen Hall, home of the New York Philharmonic, and we're going to go learn a little bit more from them about how they use Steinway pianos.
I used to take piano lessons, but then I rebelled. I think I can still play one thing. Sorry, Mom. Anyway, does nobody play piano around here?
I played for 14 years, but I don't. I can't. No. You're doing a great job.
Hi, everyone. I'm Matthias Tarnopolsky. I'm president and CEO of the New York Philharmonic.
Well, where are we right now?
We're in the beautiful West Green Room of the great David Geffen Hall right here at Lincoln Center.
We're here to talk about this piano, and then more broadly about Steinway.
One of the most extraordinary things about these musical instruments when performed by the very best artists, whether they're playing loud or soft, the sound carries, but also the sound draws you in. You feel like, they're playing just for you. So a 9-foot instrument with, metal and intricate machinery can make the most gentle sound that just invites you in. It's the most magnificent thing.
Hi everyone, this is the call to stage for the suite, call to stage for the
What's that?
suite.
What's happening right now is the New York Philharmonic's rehearsing. They're having a changeover between pieces, so she's calling the musicians to come to the stage for the rehearsal.
So the pianos are stored downstairs, and then they need this freight elevator to get them upstairs to the stage, which is right over there. It's a big undertaking. Can you just describe what you're doing?
These are hammer shanks, and I'm spacing them to make them go straight up and down, for the guys at the end can put the hammers on them so they can hit the keys correctly.
What was your name?
Bernard.
Bernard, I'm Jack. How long have you worked here?
29 years.
Have you always been working on this?
I've been different departments.
What's your favorite part about your job?
The technical part, then you see the whole thing finished, and then from the beginning to the end, you got a beautiful piano.
There's like a lot of pride there. It's like
Oh yeah. I get to take pride in it. You know you're doing something that people are gonna love and they're gonna hear it.
So this is for a D, right? I assume this is for a D. It says D here.
Yeah, it's a D piano, and you have to put your name on it because you're the technician that worked on it.
Well done. Thanks, Bernard. It's really quiet right now because it's lunch break, but the difference in sound when like everyone's working and everything's happening between then and now is crazy. You can actually hear somebody playing. Is there an employee discount?
There's not. You can get a loaner piano. I have a loaner Steinway at home, and it's phenomenal because I'm not a player. My daughter, I have her taking lessons.
So what does that feel like, seeing your daughter play?
Oh, it's fantastic. She's 8 years old, but she was when she was about 6 years old, her teacher said she's really bright, but she's having trouble focusing. She started taking piano lessons, and by the end of second grade, the teacher said, I could see a difference. So you start to see that if you focus on something and put effort into it, there is an end result and you can improve at it.
Can you just introduce yourself here?
I am Gwendolyn Folk, better known as Lady G, from Brooklyn, New York.
If you could just talk us through what you're working on.
I'm doing keywaying, and I'm playing with it to make sure it works right. I'm going to show you what I do. So I put the weight on it, and I check for a return. You see what the key does? Yeah. And this is the way it will stay in the piano, which means this is too much weight because it have to come up and down nice, just like this.
Is this what you work on every day, or is this just one part of?
Every day. The 7th of February will be 31 years.
You've been doing the same job like this for 31 years.
Nothing else. I don't want nothing else.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Coming to Steinway and doing it. Oh, I would give you a fit for these actions. These are mine. When I leave, they no longer. When I clock out, they no longer belong to me. But when I clock in, this is where I belong. And these are mine. Yeah, that's it. That's Steinway, but they mine while I'm here.
My name is Ben Gack. I'm the technical quality manager at Steinway Sons, and I've been working here for just over 11 years. So every single piano goes through this one room, and every single piano is listened to by one person to ensure that we always meet our standards when it comes to the Steinway tone.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
I get to work on the best pianos every day. That's great.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Here we have the finished product, boxed up and ready to go. I didn't envision them being in a box. Why in the heart of New York City is there a piano factory still?
You know, I talk about design, materials, workmanship. That workmanship element is so important, and it's those people. They are the secret ingredient that we have. We have the know-how, we have the great materials. We could bring those anywhere, but we can't bring all those people with us. And if you don't bring those people along and you move somewhere else, you're going to lose some of that magic, and that's what makes these pianos so great.
Well said.
Thanks.
Beautiful.